We had an argument. You told me you loved me. And all the things I said, I never. What? It's a pajama jammy jam. And I come up in here losing control with Silk. Happy pajama jammy jam. Pajama jammy jam. I've been in my music bag all night, y'all. Yeah, you know I'm in a good mood because I woke up, put on the sweater to come on and say, what about the what? Because it's always about the children. And the children need to know good music. If your kid is over 7 and they don't hum along or sing along to the oldies, then you're not playing the good music. Get it playing for them. Play it low. Play it where they sing it. Sing it where they think they know it. I want to see your kids spin into some OJ stuff when they hear the music now. It's Pajama Jammy Sunday. Somebody let them little kids hear it all. Let them know music is universal, baby. Honey, wake up your ears. I love it, honey. How you doing, Mama Ann? Nothing pleases my soul more than to see the first thing I see when I come in the chat is you. Welcome, welcome, Queen. How you doing, Mama Ann? Member, Mama, sister, friend. How you doing? How you doing? Dana's sister, member. How you doing, Queen? It's a pajama jammy jam. Tell me you slept in, or even if you didn't sleep in, you woke up, but you didn't get up. You just laid there for a little longer. Tell me something good. Tell me you put on one of your favorite songs. You didn't even feel like it, but suddenly you was moving a little bit. Tell me something good, girl. Tell me the wake and bake was the best. Tell me something good. And that's to all the people in here. Don't think I'm isolating. I'm talking to all of you. You might have wake and had a muffin. That's a wake and bake. Don't judge. How you doing? Dan King, how you doing this afternoon? Happy Sunday. It's a pajama jammy jam day around here. And our crowns are always celebrating on this day. Can't nobody take it from us. Man, sis, member, how you doing? How you doing? How's your Sunday? It better be as great as you are. How you doing, sis? How you doing? I love to see the people in the building. Stream Elements, you always running. How you doing? How you doing? Y'all know our Tina is still going through a wrist, so if she pop in, then we're blessed to see her comments in her name and see her in the building. But she's always in the building because her family's in the building. We are a family up in here. We are a family up in here, and the crowns is the blood. So, baby, we is all related if you wear the crown. That give me the... That's one of ours. That's one of ours, I know. Yeah, we done made mistakes yet. I done made mistakes under the crown. I'm human. But I got a crown on my head. I get during Todd Just John. He's also a king, crown holder, a shareholder to the kingdom. Somebody that was helping put the foundation up as the kingdom was built. So yes, when they not in the building, they in the building. That's to all the odds. When one not in the building, you better believe they're in the building because we in the building. And united, we definitely stand. So I just want to make sure everybody know that. If you missed it, rewind slow, and you'll catch me saying it. Girl, I was over there at church. Over in Heidi's Blacks, I see she had service this morning. She had a service. I swang on through the service. I'm telling y'all, these streets. I swang through that service. Then I looked up, and Jag, I won't call her a service, but I don't know, it could have been a service or a service announcement for what, it's Sunday, I'm getting my opinions myself. It's a pajama jammy day. It's a pajama jammy day. So it ain't lifting me today, then baby. I got Monday through Saturday for the other. Sunday is a pajama jammy day. It's a royal day. It's a kingdom day. I want to hear everybody had a good day. When they not in the building, I'm not thinking, oh, they dissing us. They must be somewhere else. I'm thinking they having a good day. They getting some extra sleep. They eating a good meal. They dancing. They're laughing. They going somewhere. They doing something. Shoot. I'm going to Chuck E. Cheese. My grandson is in town, ladies and gentlemen. He got in late last night. Late last night. But my grandson is in the city. Blessings. My grandson is in the city. So tonight I will go and have a fun night. I said, you know what? I don't want to, it's rainy today. So earlier, my whole agenda was to get up. I got up early. I got up at 6:30. And I went to bed at 12:30 dancing, y'all. I went to bed juking, y'all. I woke up at 6:30 because I said, man, I just want to get ready. It was raining. And I'm like, can I do rain, rain, go away, come again another day? And the skies was like, no, you can't. So I was like, okay, you know what I do? I reschedule. So then the second place I was thinking about go to, it closed at 3. I said, well, I don't want to be rushing because they didn't even land till midnight. So we're dealing with an almost 2-year-old. I want to let them get rest so when we go out, because sometimes we push kids too far. They good. They went to sleep last night and they fell asleep. Rest them. Let them run into the day. But anyway, so I said, let's not just go try to have a dinner and sit still. Let's go have a dinner where you can get up and go play and come back and eat some dinner. Let's go have a dinner where it wear you out. So no matter what, tonight you get some real good sleep. And tomorrow that sunshine, we'll hit the zoo. We'll hit the zoo because you're in my city. Oh man, thank you. Even my hair purple. But no, yeah. So y'all know I'm in a good mood. Y'all know I'm in a good mood. That's why you gotta go to the laundry, man. I still got a lot of things to do, but I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. I'm like F9. Oh, blessings, Dana. Blessings. In my Ray J voice. Blessings. But yeah, no. But y'all, that concert was fabulous. And it was right at the United Center. Sweet. Know how to park without paying and be safe and not get told. Because a lot of places that catch you, you'll think you could park there. But if you know the city enough to know how to park in a place where something might not. I'm not recommending it. But I'm just saying we will. Thank you, man. Thank you, Mama Ann. So yeah, it's just a sideways part. But yes, but so I'm just in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. That's what you have to do. You have to balance your life. You gotta live. You have to live. Well, I'm gonna sit around saying, man, I'm too whatever to not do nothing. And sometimes I do it. But then I can sit around and fuel more things that's gonna make me feel worse. I'll pass. Y'all can have it. Yes, my grandson is in town from Dallas. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he has. Yeah, that's what I said. The blessings, the riches my life have, money can't buy. The riches and the blessings and the gifts that I have in my life and angels that are in my life and watch over my life. No one gave them to me, so they can't take them away. You know what I'm saying? They can't take that away from me. So I just count my blessings. I count my blessings. If I sit around and count my woes, I miss out on all these blessings. I miss out on all these things I got that really are just so important. And all the things I've had that made me what I am. So thank you. And I kid y'all not, outside of washing my face and brushing my teeth, I have done nothing. I ain't brushed my hair down. I didn't do anything. The park is laying over. I didn't do nothing with. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. I threw on a sweater so I wasn't doing my lab and my bra. I have on my leggings. I ain't sparkle now. I got on clothes now. I'm fully dressed now. I'm fully dressed. But but I truly hold on. Did somebody just turn on my carrying my ear? Hold on. Because when Mariah's saying love takes time, honey. Trying to believe. Joe B and Joe, how you doing? Happy Pajama Jammy Jam. Love takes time to heal when it's hurting so much. Could it be? Oh, if y'all know. Mm. Sometimes you know when you've been so tough so long. Sometimes you don't want to show your emotions and your true feelings. But y'all, bye. Mm-mm-mm. I cannot wait to touch my grandson. Y'all have me. Blessed. Blessed. Someone sitting around talking about how much better they could be than me. But the funny part is, even if they feel that they couldn't imagine in my heart how blessed I feel, how I feel unworthy of this man, just blessed, blessed, blessed. I didn't come to be emotional, so I won't. But love takes time to heal when you're hurting so much. And couldn't you see that I was blind? I let me go. I couldn't accept the pain inside, but love takes time. And it took time. It took time to get here. And here's the thing, to anybody, the day you get there for you, and it's still gonna be a road. It's just in the road in a better car. In your dream car, really. You in the road on the road going the right way. That's how I feel. But as long as you still breathing when you do it, it wasn't too late. It was right on time. It was at the moment that you could understand it, respect it, and love it. Man, I see my grandkids and I think of it when I thought I shouldn't be here no more. But what if I wouldn't? They wouldn't be here. And I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I would love to say I was a perfect mother. I would love to tell you I'm going to be a perfect grandmother. But I'm going to tell you one thing about being a grandmother. In my parenting, I was the best I could be because I could only give all of what I was at that time. And as a grandparent, I'm going to do the exact same thing. But this time, knowing one thing, this time is going to speed past. You're going to look back and wish you had these moments again. You're going to wish you had a little extra time. You're going to, you know what I mean? So I'm going to take advantage of it. So y'all, it's a pajama jammy Sunday. And I'm going to meet the prince. I'm excited. I am excited. It's like we doing a Coming to America. They beating the drums. They are beating the drums. Oh, and God has heard my silent prayers. He has heard them. See, I'd be still. And it wouldn't matter. Because I know that no matter what, God was doing his part. So blessed, blessed, blessed. That's right. Any car was a dream car. You better be telling the truth. I know that's right. I remember that thinking my mama's Nova was all that till I got a little older and was like, a Nova kind of sucked. But hey, when she had, I thought it was the coolest Nova ever. Don't tell her I said that. Not tonight. It's still cool, mommy. And highly favored. That's right. I am blessed. What a blessing. What a blessing. When these children come, you got to remember everything that they learn is taught. So it don't matter who's teaching it. It's taught. So you can decide what you want to put into them. And let me tell you something. The strongest foundation you ever going to put into them is love. And see, if you're putting real love into them, it's going to lead to God. That's the truth. There's no way to show them love and tell them love. Like the only thing that's going to carry you when you feel unloved, unhappy, and hurt in places that no human got the words for. They don't have the strength because they are falling too. They are weak too. They are hurt too. They are sick too. I mean, come on, this ain't preaching. This just life. And the reason it sounds like preaching to somebody is because somebody understands, because somebody can relate. That's it. Look, it ain't no preaching. It's just real life. Mm-hmm. Yes. This morning, my oldest son went to church with his youngest daughter and her mother. And I said, that's a blessing because what did you have to remember is you're showing children that God is really, you know it. You know it. God don't live in the church, you live in you. But when you're setting a foundation and you're setting a building in place, so I just figure you should show children you're on one accord of a belief in something higher than you know. And who knows? I believe also because one God gonna give you a message wherever it is. But when you walk into his home or his house, I think he's definitely gonna set you a plate for your spirit. So I don't knock nothing that makes some money better. If you come to tell me about your church that hates, your church that destroys, I don't even hear you. But if it's building, it's giving love, it's empowering, it's community, blessings to all the people that are seeing that and feeling that. I don't knock nobody in church. And I try to learn a little bit about each religion so I can have respect. To learn what respect or what is it that some gonna stand up, some gonna be. It's extremists in every. I.e., I don't even want to name the negative things that are on the extremist side of each religion we have, but we do. But, mm, yeah, that's right. That's right. Mm. Yeah, and that's what I just learned. I learned that I was on this road, and at this time, because we're gonna have this time where you obviously are driving yourself completely in circles, or you done ran out of gas. I don't know, on the road of life. You done gave up, whatever. You done just got out the car and tried to walk it out, but it's a road you can't walk. And I feel like I finally come to a place where I realized in the times I was weak or wrong or thought I couldn't, but still was going, that I was being chauffeured around. So you can call that carrying you, whatever. I was being chauffeured around. And then there comes a point when God gets out and says, you can take the wheel. You know what I mean? And then I guess you could call, since it's a road, I guess we got to have AAA. So I got to know that at the end of the night, if I do break down, if it do get too much, if I do, if this road, and that's truly what I've gotten into my own head for my life. Because I know that the God in me has to wear a crown because it knows. You know what I mean? That's how I feel for me. It's blessed. Hmm. Hmm. That's a blessing. I grew up as a kid going to Baptist church, and then I went to non-denominational Baptist. I don't went to, but not like I want to say they were, but they were Pentecostal. So I wouldn't say church, but it was a not as I don't know because like I said, I'm not going to get on nobody. Not as strict, I say. But I was enjoying the fact that they were speaking more on love. Mm-hmm. Through love, God conquered you. And that would open the door to everything, to you wanting to do better by yourself, for you wanting to love you more. It'll open all that. And nobody gonna be perfect. If you looking for perfection, I don't know where you could try to buy it, you could whatever. But you know how it is when you buy imperfection. Every time you fix one thing, something that's like when you clean a wall, you oh my God, this wall next to it look filthy. Did all of these walls look like so it keep going. Then when you finish with all the walls, you're like, you know what? The this don't look, and you're gonna keep going. That's how it is. Oh my God, I'm gonna fix my nose. I just don't like my nose. I never like my nose, I'm fixing. Then you fix your nose, but now I feel like it changed your face because you've been used to this nose. So now you're like, okay, I need to do something here. And I get into this. I'm gonna pull this back, grab this, do this. I'm gonna do that. Now you did that, and this looks small. You say, oh shoot, I gotta start working on this because this looks bigger. But wait a minute, now I think my shoulders is wider than I thought they were because it used to go with the body God gave me. Now losing weight, anybody is gonna take down what it was all in every place else. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actually going to physically change your body. And I'm not knocking anyone who did it. Because somebody done had an accident and they had to have plastic surgery and drastic changes to themselves. So we ain't talking about that. We talking about somebody who's let something they have, let people's dislike for it make them hate it on them. Shoot, I'm just saying to anybody, before you do anything like that, if it's truly not because it's what you want for the betterment of you, if anybody behind it, my brothers used to say, my sister used to say, my soul, whoever it was, all through grade school, none of them matter because it had to be something in them wrong or something on them wrong that they had to down yours to look away from this. It had to be because they could have been too perfect. Please let me see their childhood pictures. I guarantee we can all look at them and find a flaw. But bump them. Love you. Love everybody you. And then when you do, whatever you want to do to that, do that. Do that, honey. Do it with confidence. Do it with your head up. Do it. Do it because you wanted to. Then it's all you wanted. Then I'm with you. 150 grand. But if you think it's gonna please anybody else, get you just with Oh yeah, I pray this is gonna be better for you too. Hold on. You hear those dogs outside howling? Hold on. Nina. I knew I heard some I knew I heard some dog. But what's funny is I only hear it when I put on these earphones. So I gotta switch whole brands of earphones in my ear. And then I even feel like sometimes in life, like when I'm looking at YouTube, I hope it never come across like people think I'm sitting around like worried about people's life. It's not. I'm not. If anything, and this is whether I know you or not, it could be a celebrity. Like I'm gonna give a real example, real celebrity, DMX. I've been watching DMX since he was a dancer. Hold on one second. I was trying to make sure there wasn't nothing wrong with Nia. Nina. Let's see. Come in there. I hear dogs sad. I want to make sure I'm listening. But like DMX, I've been watching DMX since he was a dancer. I watched DMX do that interview in them overalls with his one strap down on his overalls and saying he wanted to come and get in the industry so he could get the chicks. That the rappers got the chicks and stuff. Then I remember the next thing I knew, DMX was rapping. I said, okay, he dead ass. He really finna be a rapper. In that span, because we're not gonna drop from the beginning. In that span, we heard DMX story a million times about his mother. I mean, we heard it in rap, we heard it in him telling it. We know of his addictions. We knew all this. We knew about how him and Swiss Beats used to run together using and young shorties, you know what I'm saying? Stickers. We knew, man, he had a life. I remember DMX doing the Ayanla Fix My Life with his son and not hearing his family. I remember his wife being on what's the name of that show? The First Wives of Hip Hop or whatever. I think that's what it's called. Because they end up canceling it. It had 50 Cent's first baby mama. Excuse me. It had 50 Cent's first baby mama. It had 50 Cent's first baby mama. It had DMX wife. It had it had Grandmaster Flex ex-wife or first wife? It had her on there. But it had, okay, anyway, so 50 Cent, baby mama got pulled off the first episode because she had a gag order on her. And then DMX wife, while she was there, the house they was living in Virginia, North Carolina, wherever it was, the house they was living in, they let her know, like, oh, girl, this crib, the taxes ain't been paid, blah, blah, blah. So he had his family up there, his kids, her up in there. And he had all this stuff in the attic, like shoes, all kind of stuff that they could have sold, paid these taxes. But they was like, we ain't going to dare touch it. Oh, and CeeLo. Was CeeLo? No, because that was another one. She was on the other one. She was on another show with hip hop when people's women in there. But yeah, but we saw that with DMX. We saw DMX, living in drug houses with his dogs and dead dogs in there with him because they all starving, him and the dogs. We've seen DMX come, y'all, to my city and station up in the projects like he lived there. I mean, he ain't got no security, none. He kicking it, he getting high, hanging out, killing, rapping for mofos, kicking the boat, having drinks and shots with real life, real talk. I'm sure he's done it in other cities. It wasn't exclusive to mine. But we watched DMX and it was sad. Then we watched DMX go on family therapy. And first of all, he was treating his wife like trash. He was talking to her like he wanted to lay her out, even though I'm not gonna say he did because he's never had a domestic where he's hitting somebody, so his wife. So, but he was definitely giving "I will lay you out" vibes to when he's talking to her, and like just how he was acknowledging that she was okay with how he dogged out, and that she was basically agreeing with it. She signed up for it. And or send them out for it. Just send them. Say, go on, while you out on the road, screw every chick in the world. Have a couple of kids that ain't ours. Do that kind of, no. She was saying, no, I never gained for that. Like, I was with you the long way. Like, you know what I mean? And so we watched that. When DMX, and on that same series, we also watched his mother come in and tell her version. And I'm not taking his version of how he saw it because he was a child. You know what I mean? But what really made DMX an addiction inside his own mouth was somebody a little older than him. They used to smoke together. And one day they laced the joint. And they laced it. And it was first time. And he's smoking this, what you call him, Primo. And he smoked it. And he became addicted. And he would do that to several young people too. The same thing that was on him. But yes. But when DMX passed, what I prayed for him was that he was finally in peace. because I feel like he hasn't since he was a 7-year-old little boy been in peace. Like that's one of them people. So sometimes you watch, woo. But man, even yesterday when I was at that concert, what I thought it would have been if DMX would have been there. Like it would have been even better. This is my empty water. So so Jeremiah was there. He opened up. When I think of Jeremiah, I think I like Jeremiah. He from my city. He's such a little cutie. And he got kind of like what you call that sexual music. You know, that music that kind of make you think about your booty, body, your dip, your little side piece, getting loose, you the best love ever. He give me that kind of music. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah. Yeah. So Jeremiah was there. And I think Jeremiah got a baby by Ryan from what you call it? From Black Ink, Chicago, by his baby mama. But that's her baby daddy. And then I also think about how Carly Red was so in love with Jeremiah. And she was throwing herself to him all on the cameras on Love and Hip Hop. So when I think Jeremiah, that's what I think of him. So he came out, he really performed. You know, he can really sing in real life because he was singing in there. And you know what I'm saying? But so that was Jeremiah for us. When I think of Busta Rhymes, what I think is, when I was a little kid, there was a group called Leaders of the New School, Tribe Called Quest, people like that. And Das Effects, and not Das Effects, excuse me. Let me not go there first. Leaders of a New School, which had Charlie Brown, Busta Rhymes, I can't think his name, but Tribe Called Quest, who got my baby Q-Sip in there. And De La Soul, and there was another group, but that made up like a group. That was a group in hip hop, not a group, because they didn't, but they would always do music together. But anyway, so Leaders of a New School, I liked them. I really loved Charlie Brown. But when they came out with Scenario, and Bo knows this, and Bo knows that, but Bo don't know Jack, because Bo can't rap. Yeah, baby, when they came out with Scenario. So I was a Busta Rhymes fan then. Then when Busta, started being on his own, rapping stuff, he got some hits I love. But the fact is, it's just history. So I'm listening to Busta, and I wish she would still had old girl on this thing. What was her name? Y'all know Spliff, Busta. What was her name? She thought she was fine as frog here. That's why she's so pretty. She's cute, but I mean, girl, you can say it was a fat girl. But yeah, so it was hip hop. And when it comes to 50, what I think of 50 is 50 came in the gang talking hella shit. Like, no, real talk. Like, I'm not saying that good or bad, but this is what I think of 50. He came in talking hella shit, you know what I mean? Got the little dimple from a bullet in the face, but he got history from the streets for real. And then next thing I know, his album is like evidence, like it is attached to real stories. So then I paid more attention. Then, M is the shit. You tired with M, you rocking with them. I rock with MD12, all them. It's just hip hop. It's just the history of your life in music. And there are many genres of music that can tell the history of my life. But when it comes to that hip hop, I think of them happy moments, man. I think of those, man, riding around in cars, beating the song moments, the release of a song moment. It got a video now to that song moment. Like, it's hip hop. It's hip hop. Like, man, music is the story of my life. Music is, man, a part of my soul. Granny, how you doing? Yes. Oh, you're cooking and listening. I want to know what you like. It's Pajama Jammy Sunday. Man, these streets are dirty. These streets are filthy. Filthy. I mean, they filthy. Like, we need a Dr. Phil on them. We need, they filthy. We need a priest, somebody who can perform exorcisms. We need a lot of stuff. You need Dawn soap. because it cleaned all the oil off them ducks. And not ducks. I'm sorry. Those what was that? Remember it had from that oil spill? From that oil spill? From the oil field? That no, from an oil tanker. That oil tanker had an oil spill. Do y'all remember? And right now I can't remember what it wasn't ducks. But they do have a Dawn commercial where they cleaning the duck. I don't even know where they found these oily ducks at. I said, where these ducks get this oil and dirt on? You know what I mean? Where these ducks kicking at? Where these ducklings kicking at? I need to know. Somebody let me know in my Aaliyah voice. Yeah, they got the baby ducks, but a long time ago, Dawn had that commercial. Remember, they had the big oil spill. And that oil spill, man, that oil. I still wonder if there's some of that oil in the water today. But in the 80s, I want to say that was in the 80s, or the early 90s, there was this big oil spill. And they were finding all these, a lot of animals in the ocean were affected by that oil spill. It was a big oil spill. But the Dawn had a commercial where they was going, because people were going out because these animals were dying because they were covered in this oil and they couldn't, you know what I'm saying? They can't be licking it up. But was it penguins? Was it them penguins, baby penguins? But they had this oil, and that used to be the Dawn commercial. Oh, it wasn't no ducks. They said, hold on, we're going to market this. They was like, because all these people were going out, all these researchers, we know people that deal with the animal, the wildlife, the this, the that, the this, the that. They were all going out there. And one of the commercials they were showing you, like they cleaning them with the Dawn. I said, damn, it's doing good. To this day, I keep Dawn. And I'm mad if I ain't got Dawn Platinum. But I don't want nothing less than Dawn, because honey, Dawn was cleaning oil from the oil spill. Look up that oil spill. It's one of the sponsors gonna be in the commercials, Dawn. And they was dropping a drop of it. And you know, you gotta be dramatic in the commercial. They got 9,000 penguins covered in oil. They dropped one drop of Dawn in that thing, scrubbed everything. I said, first of all, the water would be so dirty off one that it's just like on a cereal commercial. You'd be like, man, that milk looks perfect in there. That's glue. That ain't milk. Please, that's why they ain't eating it. And the clip of the one that looked like milk coming out the spoon, that was an actual milk spoon, dude. Not or a put in mouth and put. It was really milk and put. And if you was lactose tolerant, but you know what I mean. Then it was some kind of almond milk or something, and then that's it. But was sitting there so that cereal don't go soggy while they do 1, 2, 3, 4, 27 takes. That's some fake cereal. That's some glue in cereal. And the cereal on the top, it's not even all through the bowl. It's sitting in the glue on the top. That's what you're looking at. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they was trying to wash that oil from that oil spill. I knew some kind of birds had the oil on it, but I know it wasn't ducklings. Because I can't remember where the oil spill was, but I know it went far. Wherever the oil spill was, how far that was, because I'm telling you, it's like an oil tanker. I don't even remember how it had a leak. Did it turn? Oh, it turned like on its side. I don't remember, but all I know is even when they were showing them pictures, and they didn't even have all this Doppler, all that stuff. They ain't have all that. It's as intense as they got it now. But Hunty, when they were showing us the pictures, they just showed the tanker in it right there, wherever it is, where it started spilling. And all you saw for miles out was black, because that was oil all in our ocean. Now, you know nobody sat and was scooping it up and putting it where? Loading it back into another tank. I wonder what the effects, you got to think, we're only at most 20 years from that. But the effects that had to do. And when you're young, you just think, oh, they cleaned it up. They got some Dawn. They declogged it. They went and got them some, what's the stuff you for plunging? They put some of that in the ocean. And now it's, no. Animals ate that, got stuck in that, passed from that. I don't even think too much. Or just being deep sometimes. I just think too deep and stuff sometimes, I guess. Or maybe we don't think deep enough. We just see the surface. But you gotta ask yourself, if the surface is this, ooh, what's under it gotta be worse. Just like some of these people on YouTube. This stuff they doing on here, this crazy stuff, this vile stuff, this the surface. This the surface. This isn't the underneath. Nothing. I was actually watching a live. So earlier I'm watching, remember I was just telling y'all earlier I was watching TV. Before that, when I first got up this morning, like I told you, I got up real early. And when I got up this morning, you know how stuff come up recommended for you and stuff. This recommendation comes on and it's this girl, see, it's this woman. And she do like parodies. I can't think of her name, so I'm gonna go to see. So I ain't saying the wrong person name. Okay. Okay. I didn't mess up. It's Stacy Moon and Stars. So she did one on Charlotte the Web. And hold on one second. Hello. Hey. Nothing was wrong. Sorry, I had to take that. But anyway, so I watched it and it was a spoof of Charlotte the Web. Man, when I tell y'all, I laughed my ass because it was supposed to be her reading this letter about herself. Man, oh my, I swear to God. So I end up like that gave me a good morning laugh. You know, it ain't even 6 in the morning, and that gave me this good morning laugh. So I saw she had a live, and it was from 4 months ago. I'm not finished watching the book. I was like, I think I might have seen this pop up. Yeah, I don't even know if this water was in America where they did, but because it was a big ass oil tanker, and I was young. I couldn't have been more than 8. Let me see. Oh man, I'm telling you, I was young. And so many things. It was all these things that were almost sponsors for the recovery and cleanup for this oil spill. Like, so when you be watching things, it would be this, and they would always have these like heartfelt things to let you know, like how we were all coming together and how this spill would affect, you know what I mean? But it was a big. And let's say, okay, if it wasn't an oil tanker, then how was it that much oil? I just want to know they got, because it was definitely. So let's say it was the 90s. Let's see. Okay, it was in 1989, March 24th, 1989, Exxon Valdez, an oil super tanker. So let's see. Like I said, I was a kid. March 24th, 1989, Exxon Valdez, an oil supertanker owned by Exxon Shipping Company, bound for Long Beach, California, struck Prince William Sound's Blee Reef, 6 miles, 9.7 kilometers west of Tatilik, Alaska, at 12:04 a.m. and spilled 10.8 million U.S. gallons, 260,000 bbls, or 37,000 tons of crude oil over the next few days. Yeah, like I said, this picture right here, where now they're not showing it as big, but that's all we would see on the news. Like we would talk about it in school. All this oil in this thing, and that man, just water. I couldn't remember. I knew I was like, was it in America? I guess it was heading to America. So it was in 1989. It was the. Sorry, sometimes y'all when I talk about things there, because things in there in my brain. So when we want exact, we have to go to the thing to get the exact. But I can lead you to the box story. But it was the Exxon Valdez oil spill, 1989, March 24th, 1989. So actually, that was, let's see, that was 89, 99, 2009, 2019. We're in 23. So that was 34 years ago. Yeah, but like I said, I know I was young, but I knew it happened because I remember some of the sponsors, all these people for the cleanup, all this, and so people jumped on, and Dawn was one of the things that was a sponsor because it's oil. I mean, it was traveling. It was traveling. Yes, Granny, we got short eye. That's how it was yesterday with Busta Rhymes started doing scenario. Here we go, yo. Here we go. I was like, I'm 18. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, wow. It hit a what? What conversation is it? Wait, why am I gonna say what conversation is it y'all trying to stay away from? Debbie, Debbie, how you doing? Happy Pajama Jimmy Jam. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. But yes. Sorry, y'all. Oh, I'm good. It's Pajama Jammy Sunday, and today I am meeting my grandson. He is in Chicago. So that makes me very happy. That makes me very happy. But what were we talking about? I forgot. Sorry, that's what happened. I swear, I think my short term memory is the worst. I can remember everything from something before, from years ago. Mm. Look, we got into a whole conversation about the oil spill. the oil spill on the oil tanker. We got all into that because I started thinking about Dawn, and then I thought about Dawn commercials with the ducky, and then I thought about the Dawn commercials and their contributions with helping to clean up the animals affected with the oil spill. Mm-hmm. Mm. I keep doing this. Wow. Mm. Sorry, guys, I was catching up in the chat. I was catching up in the chat. Is that like a big ship? Is that a shipping company? Is that something? Like, let me tell y'all something. One thing that I learned to respect the most, because I feel like in many ways we were broken and built up during the pandemic. The pandemic opened the door for the entrepreneur. It made what people might have thought was silly or funny before stand out, take a chance, break. And it stood out for the common person to come out and bring their opinion more than just what social media was doing. So it brought that more. But it also made some of us open our eyes to things. Like something that I opened my eyes to so much was I've been in a few surgeries, and I've spent some times in the hospital. So all of my thoughts and comparisons are of those. When they were good, when they were bad, the fact I just don't like them, or going to hospitals and people are sick, or people pass, or babies are born. That's my thoughts of a hospital. End up in the emergency room, whatever, giving birth. These are my thoughts of a hospital. And um, I really lost my point. Because, see, I have another point, and I don't want to go into that without going into my original point. Uh, but what I realized was, I'm just going to go into the other part of the point. But I realized the importance of doctors, nurses, the staff that cleans up in the hospital. During the pandemic, I realized the importance of truck drivers. I realized the importance of people who are driving those ships and bringing in stuff, the imports, exports. I realized the importance of that. I realized the bad things with some of the people we're doing business. I opened my eyes more to a lot of stuff. But what I learned more was the importance of people. The people that built stuff, the people that, that made things, that helped all this stuff to keep going. But yeah, I really did. Because I used to watch like Deadliest Catch, and watch what is that other one where they on that big old oof, these are ships. I mean, these are not boats. These are, oh my goodness. But it's a show about them, the people who do that job, and how they're on like 4 or 5 months they're on there on those boats, but their jobs are really important to everything that we know, what we call ourselves accustomed to. So like I said, I got a different respect for everybody: truck drivers, nurses, doctors, CNAs, RNs, all of them, healthcare providers, home healthcare aides, every last one of them. Because not only do we need them so bad during that, I watched some come out of retirement. I watched people come, I mean, just on their own. As bad as it was, they didn't run. It reminded me of like when you watch movies about like Vietnam and stuff, and you see all these women that were like in the fields that were going out there to, because they needed them. Lots of soldiers were being injured, hurt. They needed them. and they stood up at a time that they was risking their life for it. Like, that's how I felt, to me, in my opinion. So it made me have so much respect for all of them, every last one of them. Y'all in the hospitals with the people. I mean, I had mad respect for them. And I learned to respect teachers too. And my kids weren't even in school when that happened. But to all those mothers that had to homeschool, to all the mothers that homeschool, mm-mm. Bless your soul. Bless your soul. But I learned that. They were falling. I bet they were falling. People injuring themselves, and they still gotta have that selfie. Well, if people fall in the Grand Canyon every year, so how do you just keep going close to that close to the edges? There's no picture I want to take. I'm gonna say, well, you better put your camera closer. Change the. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh my goodness, sound like torture. The thought of it would keep me off the edge. But like I said, at the Grand Canyon, every year. Oh, go ahead, enjoy your Sunday. You too. Enjoy your Sunday. Oh yeah, no, that don't sound like fun. But like I said, people gotta have the picture. Just like when you see those people who, hey, Heidi, sister, member. Just like you see them people gotta take the picture off the edge, out the window. I'm like, if you don't close that window. Mm-hmm. Gotta get the perfect shot. I'm at the edge. Get you a good camera. And don't go to the edge, but get close to the edge. Where you're like this the edge, this you. You know what I'm saying? Like a good camera gonna have you at the edge. It's gonna see right over where you need to see. You just hold it up the right way. And then I ain't gotta worry about dropping myself. Just like people be on boats, they always got their camera out the boat. Everything I'm filming is from behind this boat. So if I drop it, I drop it in the boat. They put it every time. And if y'all know how many lakes, rivers, and oceans got boats, if y'all know how many people actually jump into their water, because this phone that is an ocean deep in water is a phone that don't work no more. So the thoughts of me jumping to retrieve, and they always say it's got all this memory. Baby, I hope you was bagging it up. Because I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be sad. I'm going to have an impulse to jump, but there's nothing in me that this thing right here knows how I'm going to retrieve it. It's in a body of water. What am I? Not only a great swimmer. And remember, I'm on a boat, so it's putting waves in the water, so it's pushing. So it might have shot that thing over and down. I'm not going to dive in, see it, open my eyes. Remember, because I just jumped in here. I ain't got to know nothing. I just dive in here and find it. What are we in a pool? Now, if it's in a pool, I'm going for it. If it's in a lake, ocean, river, let it go, people. Let it go. Let it go. If you bought the phone and paid for it, I hope you had insurance on it. If you didn't, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to get you another one. I mean, for real. It'll be cheaper than your funeral. It'll be cheaper than what the taxpayers going to have to pay to find you in this river, lake, ocean. That's going to be real expensive. Matter of fact, I'm sure your community can help put in for a phone. We'd rather do that for you. What community are you in? We writing letters to them. They doing something. But please, this is to all the people. If you drop your phones, please don't hang your phones over boats. Because you're going to get the best footage ever. The footage your friends send you of the reaction you make and them pulling you back on the boat when you dropped your phone in the boat. I was watching this video, no joke, kid you not, and they were doing that little thing in the Everglades. When they go through, I want to do this though, to be honest with you. But they go through, so they see all these gators and stuff. And one of the damn guys, you keep seeing his camera or whatever, and he dropped it, but I promise you, he didn't reach. He just kind of look over, and it almost seemed like he was trying to get a swing push forward, but it was gone. It was in there, and you know what I thought? He's a smart one. He a smart because I would have been mad at myself, mad at myself. I didn't have a camera and have it on a vest. The vest ain't gonna fall. The vest ain't gonna fall off. But I mean, my phone is a journal, a camera, a phone, a television, a person I argue with Siri. I mean, it's a bunch of things too. So I would hate to lose it. I'd want to report it missing, but I don't need them to go send out the deep divers, to come get my phone. I don't need them to do all that though. But I'd be sad and mad at myself. Yeah, that's a hard no for me. As soon as it would have failed, I'm like, oh, F you phone. I hope I can get another phone while I'm in town. Listen, somebody I know one day took a flight and they left their phone. Was it on the plane? At the airport where they originally left, they left like their phone and realized it after you done got on. They ain't opening that door for you in your phone. They don't care about your phone. You get what I'm saying? So they left their phone. Now, mind you, flying to another place where you got to call somebody. No joke. When they landed, you land in the right airport. It's going to have the name brand was definitely T-Mobile, station, everything. They had to buy a phone there. Yeah. Report that one lost and stolen. They had insurance on their phone, so you paid insurance. But you had to make it in an airport. You had to make a transaction on a new phone. And hey, not saying everybody can walk in. You might have had to go get a little burner phone. You might have had to call the one number you knew to get some other numbers to let them know that you lost your phone. They went to T-Mobile, got a phone with their number. That was their number. So what people knew is if some numbers weren't saved, but hey, if they called you, yeah, that's what happened. I ain't jumping in no lake ocean. I'm not gonna tell the plane well, let me off. Look, let me off the plane so I can miss my flight and be banned because I done just had them open this door again. And this is one of the things they're not supposed to do once it's sealed. So they're gonna be like, oh yes, this heifer, dang, yeah, we'll never get on any plane. Now I'm gonna do all that for my phone. And trust me, my phone is like a part of my hand. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, but you hadn't got on that plane, they sealed that door. Get on that plane, let them seal that door, and be like, I left my boogity boo. They gonna be like, okay, you want us to leave you? Maybe you should call into the airport before we tell you to turn off this Wi-Fi. Yeah, and someone was honest. That's a good thing too. I remember I left the PSP down, like put it down. This was years ago, the PSP, and put it down. And then you know how you remember something a few minutes, like, wait a minute, like somebody's just in the middle of the sentence, like, wait a minute, went right back. It was gone, like gone. So of course you go, hey, did anybody turn in? If they do, this is my telephone number. Sometimes you do get that. My sister one day had this money. She was getting ready to go rent this apartment. And she stopped to get something to eat because her sugar was low at this restaurant right by her house. And she left a Chase envelope. Now they put that money, got a lot of money. She that went to the bank, took this money out for a deposit. And she had almost like three Sorry, y'all. I have no idea. It kicked me out. I had to come back in. But I forgot because it just kicked me out. Oh, my sister. So she had like $3 grand in there, and it was in her wallet. So in her wallet is this pouch with $3 grand in it, and her ID and stuff. Somebody came in and said, "Oh, somebody left their wallet in case they come back looking for it," and just passed it to the people who owned it, who worked at the restaurant. But then they didn't go in, and my sister came back in like 5 minutes later because she drove off because she headed to the place, didn't realize she didn't have her wallet. She went back in there. When she went back in there, she said, "Oh my God, I just left mine." And they said, "Your wallet?" And she said, "Yes." So they passed it to her. As soon as they passed it to her, she looked, see the envelope. She counted the money. She gave them something. I don't know what she gave them because I never asked, like, "Oh, what'd you give them?" But just for being honest, you know what I mean? Just on some real. But yeah. So I know it's happened in times where people could have, but it's all about who did it. They used to have a show where the guy would set up things to see how honest people were. And then you get some kind of reward if you was honest. And then if you wasn't, like they bust you out, kind of. Not bust them out, but bust you out. Like, hey, did you just pick up that phone that was on the, But that's kind of setting people up too. To test their loyalty. Now, real things are the test for real, but you are setting them up for the test. The real test is I've been in a store before and somebody went to put money back in their pocket or something, missed it, it failed, and I said, "You just dropped that money." That's the real test. Some people see them drop it, see you drop some money, wait for you to walk out, wait to see if you're gonna come back in. If not, some people will step on money, some people drop all kind of stuff. Yeah, I had got frozen, they kicked me out. I froze, then it kicked me out, and I had to come back in. Hey, Tina. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Whoa, his first cell phone last week. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Yeah. I love my I love my cell phone. Yeah. My cell phone is always with me. And I'm so sorry, y'all. I had to hold on, let me close this thing. All right, sorry, y'all. Oh, that was driving me cray cray. Oh, sorry about that. I'm like, I don't know what's going on back here, but we're gonna move on. And y'all know I don't like doing I'm gonna move my computer, so I'm gonna take this with me. I don't like doing my live on my phone. Hold on. Hold on, let me unplug all this. I'm trying my best not to stay on too long because like I said, I'm not going to um lose track of the day because like I told you, I'm going at 6 and I'm gonna leave before 6. But I got some things I really want to do before I leave. But like I said, if I don't do my laundry today, I'll just have to do it tomorrow or Tuesday. Probably tomorrow, just early in the morning. So that's what I'm really thinking. Because otherwise it's gonna start messing with me. that I have to do it. But it's pajama jammy jam, so I had to come in though at least and kick it a minute and run my mouth. I feel like every Sunday I'm always running, and then I look up and like, dang, we just doing a pajama jammy jam and it's 6. So I figured I'd do one now. I'd probably either do one before I left, because I'm definitely gonna make some videos with my grandson. You know it. I love sharing. I don't even like to say showing off, sharing my grandchildren and sharing the love I have for them and that I'm blessed for them. And because soon they're going to be at ages where their life is their life and even our life is our life, and not so much posted like that. Maybe, family things like that, a picture of that, but those days are coming. So, but I'm just enjoying the moments and recording the memories. And then I want to put this video together of the concert. I'm trying, like with most of the shorts, I just took out their music and put in their music into the video, because their music that I can use for the shorts is copyrighted versions of their music I can use in a short. But if I play the same short, actually playing them their songs, then it's their music. So I had to take that out. And so I want to put a video together of yesterday, and then I plan to also, like I said, post a video of tonight with my grandson and meeting him and enjoying him, hugging him and kissing him and loving him. So do that today. Then tomorrow we're going to the zoo or Wonderworks. I don't know which one, but we're gonna do that tomorrow. So today is a busy day. Tomorrow, so it's a bit of a busy weekend. But I can't wait to go see the Wu-Tang on the 8th. Ugh. Like I said, and we had great seats. We were still on the floor. So where we were sitting, I literally, and I have a little bit of that on film too. We're sitting right next to, what are the people called who put all the effects and everything else, and the stuff for the stage and stuff. The people that sit right there. So they ain't too far back, but they back. But we were in the front, like not in the front, but on the floor. And it was 22,000 people in there. But like I said, we were smart. We didn't park where we had to go through the crowd. We parked on the neighborhood street, walked on over. We got up out of there. No traffic, no nothing. Once they started dropping like all this like stuff, I'll just see it in the video. We knew it was getting toward the finale, and then 50 came back out to do a couple of more songs, and you could tell one was about to be his last one. We got up out of there, so we didn't even have to deal with the people like that. But we didn't. We came dead in off Madison into the door. We were, right on, like I said, on the floor. So we walked straight over to our thing, stopped, got some pizza. Yeah, so it was nice. It was nice. But yeah, I'm about to go ahead, get started with my day, because like I said, I'm definitely taking my grandson to Chuck E. Cheese today. So I'm gonna be a big kid, and it's a place I took my kids to, so I'm gonna really have a good. And it's a place my mom took me. It was Showbiz Pizza when I was a kid, but so I'm gonna go do that today and enjoy my day. But like I said, I will be back either before I go out with my grandson, so maybe at about 4 today, or it'll be after when I'm leaving, because he had such a long day yesterday. I figured wear him out in there for a little bit, eat, and then he can go back home, take a bath, get to bed, and then we can have a fun day tomorrow at the zoo that starts early. So we could leave for the zoo early in the morning, or Wonderworks, whichever one we go to, we can leave early. So I will see you all later. Please, everybody, enjoy your day. Get some rest if you need it. Hang out, chill, watch a good movie, watch a good live that makes you laugh. Um, Play some good music, call a good friend, love on your grandbabies, love on your children. Do something, enjoy yourselves, love on yourself first. But have a good day, please, everybody. And I will talk to you. Talk to you later. I was reading your comment like everywhere. Talk to you, everyone. Talk to you later. See ya.